Minutes. I'm Ariana.
And I'm Jimena.
Welcome to the very last episode of KBTV's 2017 to 2018 season.
Today, we'll be looking at stories that will bring back memories from our time at Keeling.
Starting off with letters from the 8th graders they wrote in their 6th grade year. Then we'll give some incoming 6th graders advice about our Keeling community.
We will also be learning about 8th graders as teacher mentors.
All this coming up right now on KBTV. It's Tuesday, so it's a news day. Here's the buzz for this week.
As a 6th grader, you have no idea what's headed your way for the next 3 years at Keeling.
Ever wondered what went through your mind 3 years ago, class of 2022?
Reporters Zoya Faisal and Kate Steed bring us this story.
Right before students came into Keeling, they went to an orientation and wrote letters to their 8th grade selves. They talked about the impact they wanted to have on Keeling and who they wanted to be remembered as.
I want to be remembered by my sick rapping duo with Gus Lindo. I want my class to be remembered by their creativity.
I want to be known as a good, responsible leader. I want this community to be known as a great school, and I want the 6th graders of Keeling 2015 to 2016 to make something new that could help everyone at Keeling.
I want to be remembered as a nice and kind friend. I want to be remembered as a positive influence and as a positive person. I want this class to be remembered as a great and smart class.
Most 8th graders have been here at Keeling for all 3 years. As 6th graders, it seems like it would take forever to reach the end of the 8th grade year. But now that we are finally here, it seems like time has flown by. Did they accomplish what they set out to do?
I've definitely used creativity. The rapping duo I haven't really accomplished.
Yeah, I feel like I did live up to the expectation of what I wrote in 6th grade, and the 8th graders really did benefit Keeling and help the community a lot.
I'm glad that I actually did all the stuff that I said I wanted to do.
It's hard to look back at who you used to be, and even more difficult to leave the school you've been at for the last 3 years. But with everything they've achieved, we know that this year's Keeling 8th graders will do great in high school. This has been Zoya Faisal reporting for KBTV.
I bet our 6th grade self had no idea what was in store.
We can all agree that some advice would have been helpful.
Thanks to KBTV, incoming 6th graders can get useful tips to help them out here at Keeling.
Reporters Brock Shiano and Eric Johnson find 8th graders to show the incoming 6th graders how things roll here.
One of the biggest things in a middle school student's education is their very first year. It can also be one of the most nerve-wracking years as well.
It was really different from elementary school in the way you instead of a specific teacher, you had to move around and you had your specific classes in each of the 8 periods.
Okay, in the beginning I was nervous, and then I started getting comfortable around my friends, and then it got easier.
But the way people handle their first year varies from student to student. This explains why people have different and unique approaches to tackle the school year.
I have made sure to do all my homework, instead of procrastinating, I do it basically first thing when I go home.
It's just I have a lot of other activities such as soccer, so sometimes it's hard to do my homework, but I make sure to get it done.
Although it has been a long time, many 8th graders still remember the highs and lows of their first year at Keeling.
Some things I remember from my 6th grade year are the time project and my science class and Miss Warshaw's math class. That was really fun.
There's this one time in 6th grade, I was in science class, and it was hat day, I think, and someone stole my hat. So they were running around the room the whole time.
This has been Brock Shiano reporting for KBTV.
That sure would have been helpful for me back then.
Sure would.
8th graders now need someone to help them out at times too.
Thankfully, we have teacher mentors to help us in our times of need.
Reporters Maya Hanser-Young and Eleanor Johnson go in depth about how impactful our mentors are to us.
There's always that one teacher that inspires you and influences you to be the way you are. And this year, as our 8th graders leave for high school, we will highlight some of those teachers that made a difference.
Mr. Tyson is my favorite teacher because he encouraged me to start doing audio production after our project in 7th grade, and he taught me how to English good.
Every year, it's amazing to watch you guys grow up. I love teaching you all.
My favorite teacher I've had at Keeling so far is Miss Warschauer. I really liked her math class because I learned a lot of things and it was still really fun.
Danielle was an awesome student. This is why I teach. Have students enjoy math and also have fun at school.
Miss Henderson, because she's always been there for me and always has my back.
Thank you, Jorge. We really enjoy doing what we do, and that's why we do it, because we know that you are awesome people and you're gonna grow up to be awesome adults.
One teacher that had a big impact on me was Mr. Word. He was very funny and he was also very helpful.
It was a pleasure teaching you and having you in class. It's always a pleasure when somebody gets excited about the work that's being done. This is one of the harder places to work, but it's also the most rewarding.
I took the Generation Citizen class here at Keeling, taught by Miss Martin and Miss Jones, and I learned a lot about civic activism and engagement.
Lucy, she was one of the best first generation citizens. I look forward to coming to work every day, not because of being a teacher, but because I love my students.
Though we can't highlight all of Keeling's amazing teachers, we can still put a few in the spotlight.
Wow, I can't believe how beneficial mentors are to our lives.
I know, right? It's insane how a single person or thing can impact your life so much.
Just like KBTV.
Hornets, this is our last episode of KBTV this year, and the 8th graders' last one forever.
We hope this season has been as impactful for you as it has been for us.
I'm Jimena.
And I'm Ariana.
Thanks for tuning in this year. KBTV will see you next year for a whole new season of news and entertainment.